What's up guys, so in this video I wanted to show you how to launch Memecoins on Solana. I made a video about this like 2 months ago and it has 7k views currently, but I have a new tool which I will show you how to set up and how to actually launch coins. And just to show you that this actually works, I will actually launch a coin myself in this video, so stay tuned. So bro, I'm kind of pissed right now because I just had a 14k entry into this coin and of course it was fucking fake, but whatever. So first of all, the tool that we're going to use in this video is called RapidLaunch. So you can either click the link in the description or I will show you this in a private window. You can go to rapidlaunch.io and you need a invite code. As you can see, it's required, so just type Memecoin and then you can log in with Discord or Twitter. So whenever you're logged in, this is what you will find, right? You have the Twitter tracker, which is completely free to use, and I believe it's the fastest tracker of them all as well. And as you can see, you also have these deploy buttons here, so if for example Elon tweets about a dog or something, you can instantly deploy that coin if you want to, and you can make money from the creator fees on pumpfun. So if you don't know what pumpfun is, I guess you do know if you're watching this video, but it's like a launch pad for coins, right? So if you log in on pumpfun and you go to your profile here, when you click on coins, you actually have this thing called creator rewards, right? So whenever you create a coin and that coin get volume, people are buying and selling, you will get a small fee of all of the volume and you can just claim it here, right? So that's how you make money from launching coins. And a tool like RapidLaunch is extremely good for this, right? Like the tool is free, they just take a 1% fee for each transaction, which like all of the terminals like Padre or Axiom do as well, right? So as I said, if someone tweets something good, you can just deploy it instantly. And also if you go to this button right here, you can actually launch another coin if you want as well. Like you can create your own coin here from scratch. Just name your coin, link to your Twitter account or whatever, and just upload the image. But we will do that in a second. So first we need to actually set up the account. So first we need to set up your wallet. So just go up to wallets, and I'm doing this from scratch completely, so it would be easier for you to just follow along, right? So first of all, you can launch on Sol, Binance, Space or Monad, but you know, 99% of the times you will just use Sol anyway, so just click create, and now you have a new wallet. And if you want to, you can also go here, you can export the private key and you can simply import it to your Phantom wallet, right? So I will do that right now. Just copy the private key, go to Phantom, and then just add account here. You import private key, you name it whatever you want, so I will name it Rapid. Then just paste the key here. I will not show you this, of course. So now you have the Rapid wallet in Phantom as well. So we need to send some Sol over to this. So just copy your normal address, go back to your normal wallet. So in this case, I will actually send over 2 Sol, or I will actually do 2.1. So I actually got a lot of questions on my last video wondering why they didn't get any tractions on their coins. Believe it or not, but it's actually because you don't dev buy with a higher amount. So in 99% of the tokens that are like blowing up, the dev is usually buying with at least 2 or 3 Sol. Like this is just from experience, right? If you, for example, buy with 0.1 Sol, like a dev buy, you usually don't get those snipers into the coin, which means the coin is just stuck at 0 usually. So to be honest, I would recommend to dev buy with 1 or 2 or even 3 Sol when launching your coins. Of course, you don't lose anything from this as you are the first transaction. The only thing that you're losing is the RapidLaunch fee, which is 1%, and the pumpfun fee on top of that, which is 0.015 Sol, which is like $2 or something like that. So that's everything that you're losing whenever you're launching the coin, so now you know that. And usually when you're launching your coin, you just dev sell instantly, right? Because otherwise people, like normal people, won't buy the coin if the dev is holding a huge portion of the coin. So what this means usually is that you can actually make a few dollars from this because of the sniper bots that are actually buying the token like instantly when you're launching it, right? Another thing about Rapid is that you have this new thing here, which you can distribute your sol to other wallets, and you can use those wallets to snipe your own coins if you want to. Like a lot of people are doing this, right? There is a common thing in the community where people are bundling their own coins. I don't do this, but if you want to, you can look into that, of course. This was just added. So if we go to new order, you can choose the amount to disperse, and then you just, you go to create, you create more wallets. Then you just choose the wallets to disperse to and how much. And yeah, another cool thing that Rapid just launched is the chat. So as you can see, orange here, what the fuck, man. So now you can chat with other people here who's also launching coins or just checking the Twitter tracker. Alright, so let's set up some settings, right? So if you go up to settings, here you have your Twitter tracker. You can customize the feed if you want to, but I haven't done that yet. There's something you can look into. You can remove accounts, you can add other accounts if you want to. You can choose the notifications and change all of that if you want to. You can customize some filters if you want to. You can customize the colors if you want. But yeah, so now let's go back to wallets and we need to set up the presets. So if you just click on presets, you can choose the preset by amounts here, right? So if you go back to Rapid, you click this button again, you have the presets down here, which is how much sol you want to buy with, right? You can also change that here, so I recommend it to buy with 1 or 2 or 3 sol, but if you want to try with a small amount, you can of course launch with a small amount as well. Like, it is common to get traction with that as well, but it's a lot easier if you do a dev buy with more sol. You can even do 0.01 if you want to, then you can just save it. But in this case, I'm just gonna do 1 and I'm gonna change this to 2, 3, 5. Right, so another thing I wanted to go over, let's say Elon again tweeted a dog. He named the dog Benny or whatever, and he wrote Ben in the tweet. You can actually go down, you can highlight the word. So let's say it was Benny, but I'm gonna do China in this case. And if you actually click Rapid, like, you will launch a coin instantly the second you click Rapid here. But you can also go auto, so if you highlight China, we click auto. Now you see you have the name China, the symbol China, it's linked to the actual tweet. And you have the image from the tweet as well, right? So you can actually choose to upload your own image here. You can also search for images like China. Like, this is insane. You can select this, and of course we are launching on pumpfun. I would not recommend you to launch on any other platform, not at the moment at least. And if you go down, you can see you have the bundled mode, which I talked about before. And you can also choose the farm snipers, which is basically the dev cell, right? So if you click here, you can choose the dump delay. So let's say usually the snipers are buying instantly right after you, right? But if the coin isn't flying, they will also sell in like a second. So if you want to, you can set up the dev cell here. I don't usually do this, as I just sell manually on the terminal, but if you want to, you can set up this. And of course you also have the mayhem mode, which is just another mode on pumpfun, right? I would just not use this at all. And you also have the multi-deploy. You can like deploy several coins at the same time with the same name and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't do this, but that's something you can do. You can also choose to open the dev panel after launch, so either you select this or you deselect it. And that's pretty much it. You just click buy here and then you will literally launch the coin in a second. It's just that simple with Rapid, right? So maybe we should actually launch a coin ourselves to see how this works. So I will use the 2 sol that I sent over and we'll do something interesting, but I'm not going to launch like a news coins or Twitter news coins or whatever you call this when you click and deploy from a tweet. Instead, I'm going to launch a coin from scratch. So let's say you're on your terminal and you see all of these coins on final stretch. Like most of these coins, right? They are, if you go down here to this tweet, you can see there is a guy tweeting about this. Blah, blah, blah. Jason Furious. Is his name Furious? Furious? I don't even know. Most popular art is actually Dino. Dino ran to 40 million ETH, while Ducky all-time high was only 12 mil. And then he's basically launching a coin about this tweet, right? He's launching a Dino coin, and so he just chooses the name, he's linking to his own Twitter post, he's uploading the image, and then he's just launching, right? So this is like a pretty common way to launch coins, right? You can either do this or you can use the Twitter tracker thing, or if you want to maximize it, you can do both. So keep in mind, if you're doing a tweet like this, like the guy I just showed you, you will have to usually if you get traction, you will have to create a community on Twitter for it, right? So to create a Twitter community, you need a Twitter premium, which is like $8 or something per month. Just go to communities, create the community about the coin, right? Actually pretty straightforward, I think. So I don't really have any idea what to launch right now, but what the fuck is happening to this coin? Bro, I'm up a lot. Hello? Right, so anyway, of course the idea has to be very good and very trending. Like, if there's a meta, like yesterday or the day before, there was a meta about the white whale, because that coin in particular has been mooning like crazy. If you go to the white whale, you can see it's at 63 million right now, which is pretty crazy. So there was all of these derivative coins coming out of this. Like, someone made the blue whale, the black whale, like all of these coins just came out. So if you wanted to get some traction, you could, of course, yesterday you could have made a coin about this yourself. You have to be very creative, right, to actually make this work. But and of course, another thing you can do if you don't can come up with an idea is to actually just use AI for the idea, right? Like, usually this is pretty ass, but it can be good as well if you give like some very decent prompts. So let's say yesterday, let's write something about the white whale. So there is currently a meta about Solana meme coins on pumpfun, where there's this coin called the white whale, which is currently mooning like crazy, and there are a lot of derivative coins coming out of this. For example, the black whale, blue whale. Give me a good derivative idea, launch a coin event. Like something like that. You just ask the AI, and usually the ideas that they give can be horrible, but they can actually, sometimes they can actually be good as well. So I think I actually just found a crazy insane narrative that if this was yesterday, this would most likely have ran maybe. Like, there's this captain called Ahab, who actually was a whale hunter, right, in the Moby Dick story. And I remember that there actually was a narrative from this called Moby Dick, which ran as well like a few days ago. So this meta is pretty much dead, but if this was yesterday, this could actually have been a good coin to launch. So that's how you usually get the ideas, right? As this meta already is dead, I would actually not launch this right now. If this was yesterday or 2 days ago, then yeah, for sure. But right now, probably not. So I just can't come up with an idea right now, so I just asked AI to make a fat and a dumb version of the white whale, right? Like, this is a trash idea, but I'm just gonna show you that you actually can launch coins with this, right? So I named the coin the dumbass whale. The symbol is dumbass whale, and I uploaded the image. And if this was a serious project, right, I would make a Twitter post about this, and I would link the post right here. But this is just to show you that you actually can launch coins with this, so I'm not gonna do this right here. So when you have linked your post here, you can just launch it. So we will do that right now. So just click, I'm gonna just do a dev buy of 1 sol right here. So I'm gonna click 1 sol, it's launching the token. We can sell 100%. We can copy the contract address right here. Then just go to your terminal and boom, we have the token. If this was a serious project, you linked your Twitter and all of that, and the coin is an actual good idea, then you would for sure get snipers into this coin, right? So yeah, that's how you basically launch coins with RapidLaunch. If you want to try this yourself, make sure to check out the link in the description, and yeah. And by the way, make sure to subscribe and like, I would really appreciate it. We are soon at 400 subs, so yeah, see you in the next video.